The speed races heat 1 when Jefferson.com drawn on the inside, Wimpal, and Johan Steiner, he can sit comfortably.
Yeah, he was far the best horse, and like we saw already before, that he's actually in good form, and he had the better post, and there was no...
Guess one of these three.
I think my big favorite is excellent Chili Triple in this side.
Fully agree with him.
It's time for heat number 2 in this speed race.
And the field now starting to take up their places behind the gate. For a commentator, it's a commentator's dream. There are only 3 horses. 5, Excellent Chili Triple, the favourite there with Bjorn Goop in the blue with a gold helmet. And on the inside we have 4, Precious Lord, Rickard Skoglund in the Stable Lindgren colours, the green and the orange stripe on the hand. And not to forget Lexington Hall with Jorma Kontio. Break for the favourite, Excellent Chili, as the car now pulls away. And on the inside 4, Precious Lord gets away to a cracking start. On the outside, Jorma Kontio is just taking it easy with Lexington Hall as they go into that far turn now, and on the inside the advantage for Precious Lord, Rickard Skoglund holding out, who I think 6, Lexington Hall, looking the stronger of the 2 at the moment. They come into the turn and you've got on the outside there 6, Lexington Hall and Jorma Kontio. As you always know, when I have Jorma Kontio down the straight here, and if he wins, I usually say Mina Raka Stasanua Jorma Kontio Suomi, but today it's not the case. It's number 4, Precious Lord, who went to church early today and said his prayers. Winner there for Precious Lord, 6, Lexington Hall second.
More sharp, let me say like this.
So who's your winner?
Wim's got me now.
I would wish Target Corners, let me say like this.
I'm going to stand by you and wish
wide
for
open.
And I think it's empty inside. But I agree with you, Wim. And as I say, as the driver, Hannés Groupie, she's one of my favourites. Absolutely.
It's time for heat 3 in the speed race.
And the field now in this third heat. Remember the winner of this one meeting the other 2 winners, Jefferson.com and 4, Precious Lord. Away they go, and very fast out. We see 8, MT Insider. On the inside, Hannés Groupie. Have a look at this lass. She's on the inside there. There are not many people that take a length from 8 MT Insider, but she's darn close to doing that. Behind the leader in third there, we have High Speed Call, who's a couple of lengths off the pace and is going to have a tough time from there, but they come into the turn here, and they're about 5 lengths from first to last. But have a look at Ahlsell. He's nervously looking to left, to the right. They really can't stay with MT Insider. MT Insider is past the post. He's a really capable sprinter. He won the race last year, and as Wim said earlier, the race is made for him. 8 wins it from High Speed Call, and a disappointing 7 Target Crown.
High speed.
The High Speed, yeah.
I'm gonna go against you. I'm going for Jefferson.com in the speed race now in the final.
Are you going against me and Wim?
Yes, I am.
I'm assuming that Wim is going with me.
I think Jefferson.com will keep MT Insider.
He's certainly got a good race from
on his outside.
There's no question about that. And as I say, it's questionable whether MT Insider's still got petrol left. But he didn't look to be too... he wasn't exerted to the full. No, I'll stick with 8 MT Insider. You can stick with Jefferson.com.
We'll soon find out, because it's time for the final of the speed race.
And rather interesting races. I hope you've been enjoying watching this, as it's actually something special. The 3 horses now behind the gate, and the car now accelerates, and away they go. And who's going to take the lead? On the inside, Jefferson.com gets a cracking start. On the outside, Ahlsell is going to have to work hard if he's going to get past into that first turn. But it's Jefferson.com and Johan Steiner steal the lead on the inside. On the outside is 8 MT Insider, and number 4 Precious Lord is not able to stay with them at this stage. And it's number 1 Jefferson.com. My colleague here is Julian, has for once in his life given you the right winner. Here comes Jefferson.com, Johan Steiner. It's a walk in the park. He's going to win this one very easily from number 8 MT Insider, who you already see signs of tiring badly. And 4th was Precious Lord. So the winner there, no question about it.
And the value on the V4 is almost €13. It's time for race 2.
And the field now starting to take up their places behind the gate. Favourite 8, Gigaro Am with Jorma Kontio. On the inside, Break Cooling. Carl Ewan Jefferson in the stable Melander colours. 9 starters and favourite, as I said, 8, Gigaro Am. They turn into the straight here in Solvala, and the crowd are not there today, but there's an echo of excitement round the world as away they go. On the inside, 1, Break Cooling gets away to a cracking start. On the outside, number 4, Vesterbro Lexington, also wanting to have a say in the lead. Right on the outside, you see Urian Schilstrom. He's coming 3 wide on Matador and Emma. And behind that, we see Kevin Oskarsson sorry, I'm looking at the wrong horse there. Is it Kevin Oskarsson? Number 9, sorry, yes it is, Martin Tuma. Martin Tuma getting 3rd pair on the outer. Here's the favourite, 8, Gigaro Am, sitting well placed 4th pair on the outside. Yerma hasn't had to do anything. Right at the back of the field, 7, Upstate Face, and that's Adrian Kulgini. So we come down this first side 500 in 1:14.6, which is average tempo for this class, as they go down that far side with 1, Break Cooling. He's cooling the tempo, and on his outside is 4, Vesterbro Lexington. Tucked in behind the leader this time is number 5, Fuel Burn with Magnus Hughes. Rising Star in Swedish harness racing. Further back, 3rd horse down the inside, 3, Heads Down with Ulf Eriksson, and they're going to have to put their heads down if they're going to have a say in this finish. Here we see 3rd pair on the outside, 9, Martin Tuma, and outside of that, further back, at the back, Jorma Kontio just biding his time on the favourite Gigaro Am. I guess that he's going to come with a run on the far side. What do you say, Vim?
Yeah, I would say Jorma is still waiting. He is in good spot. The speed could be a little bit higher, so I think now he has to move the last 800, and he's still in good position.
Well, we see Vim just telling you that. Look, here he comes. Number 8, Gigaro Am, starts to put sail down that far side. He's starting to reel them in as they go down the far side with just over 600 metres to go. Break Cooling, still no brakes on yet. On the outside, 4, Vesterbro Lexington, drawing ever closer. 8, Gigaro Am's got a bit more work to do as they go into that final 400. On the lead is 1, Break Cooling. On the outside, 4, Vesterbro Lexington. The favourite has certainly got to start to get moving, and Jorma Kontio now starting to shake up number 8, Gigaro Am, but has he left it too late? They come for home with Break Cooling. Carl Ewan Jefferson takes a hand of the lead here. They're going to have a hard time catching Break Cooling. On the inside, 4, Vesterbro Lexington. Right on the outside, fast finishing Gigaro Am is going to have to settle for a minor placing maybe, but as they get to the line, Break Cooling wins it from number 4, Vesterbro Lexington, 6, Matador and Emma, and the favourite, I must say, a disappointment.
Harry, it's time.
And it's time now, yeah. The field now taking up their places behind the gate. Remember, it's lunch double 1, and we've got 12 starters behind the gate. Favourite at the off, number 2, Greta Sisu, Jorma Kontio. There he is in his blue and white colours. We also have 11, Super Sara, well supported. Enriko Ha, one of my absolute favourite drivers, as we see them turn into the straight here in Solvala. The car now accelerates, and away they go. Greta Sisu following the car well outside of that visual condition with Magnus Hughes gets away well too. Right on the inside, Au revoir Font and Antonio Greppi going well, but even further out we see Richard Skoglund on 6, Rhapsody Point, coming forward like a rocket to take the lead into that first turn. He's followed by visual condition. Further back, number 1, Au revoir Font, and behind that we have number 4, Groupie Doll. First horse up on the outside, stable Karan colours there, the red with a gold horseshoe on the back. Here we have Jorma Kontio, the ageing Finn, over 11,000 victories, an absolute ambassador for harness racing. He sits 2nd pair on the outer, and behind him number 3, visual condition. Further back there in the inside we see in the red dress there Johan Unterstader, global anniversary. But at the moment, as they come to the far turn here, number 4, Groupie Doll has gone forward now to take up the running from 6, Rhapsody Font. First horse up on the outside now is Jorma Kontio with 2, Greta Sisu. They come down the straight here now, and the first 500 was 112.7, so it's pretty reasonable tempo as they come down the straight here now with the leader and the red colours here. We see number 4, Groupie Doll, Bjorn Goop, Jürgen Westholm, Stable Carunta, very, very famous stable, as you all know. And we have on his outside Greta Sisu and a battle developing. We see Erik Adielsson, he's fifth pair on the outside, starting to launch an attack with Super Sara. And watch how Super Sara accelerates down that far side. Behind her, number 12, Digital Pro, Tobias Jonsson, right up there, getting a lift away as they continue down that far side with 4. Groupie Doll, still heading affairs. They went through the 1,000 in 1:14.5. The tempo now really starting to increase. On the outside, Greta Sisu, great work for Jorma Concio, but one gets the impression that he's starting to tire. Down the inside 6, Rhapsody Point with Richard Skoglund, going to want to get away out from there. Further back, number 9, Unique QC now comes into the picture. Number 11 there, Superstar, is not going anywhere at this stage, and behind that 12, Digital Pro, instead making the move forward. They turn for home now, and it's Groupie Doll. Groupie Doll heading the fares by 2.5, 3 lengths. They're not going to catch her. Groupie Doll's having her own group meeting. It's for Groupie Doll right on the outside. Here's number 8, Digital Download, who's really coming with a great finish, but it's all over. It's for Groupie Doll that wins it from number 8 and 2. This V44 on the inside, 1 Global Tuxedo. Erik Adielsson away like a bomb on the inside. On the outside, 4 Zodiac Danny Griff is going for the lead, but Erik Adielsson is not giving way at this stage. He might very well do that now as we see 4 now. Zodiac Danny Griff now taking over the lead into that first turn. Just a question about how much has it cost him. 5 Victory Lead, Dante Golgini is now going into the inside, and we have first horse up on the outside there, number 2. Quashia with Kim Moorberg. She moves up about 10 lengths off the pace at the moment, but first horse up on the outside. Behind her, number 6, Toreador, with none other than one of my favourites, Josh Verbeek. There he is. You can see him in the white and the red colours there as we go through the far side. And we have leader there, number 4, Zodiac Danny Griff, heading affairs from 1 Global Tuxedo. Outside the leader, Kim Moberg. She's in those copper colours on 2, Quashia. Behind that we see on the inside 5, Victory Lee with Dante Colgini. Here's number 6, and that's Toreador with Josh Verbeek in the blue and the white, as not the red and the white. Right on the outside is 3, Volare Gar, who's now starting to unwind a run on the far side there with Kim Eriksson in those green colours. Behind him, there's 12, Night Hall, getting a cracking trip, as usual, by Bjorn Goop. But as they come into the turn now, 3, Volare Gar, Vim saying to me here on the left, what are you saying, Vim?
It looks good right now.
And Vim is actually spot on. It was him who led us up the path here with 3, Volare Gar, coming down the straight here now, and he looks to have got the better of 4, Zodiac Danny Griff, and it's number 3, Volare Gar. So we've got to thank Vim for a good winner here. Really good finish from Night Hall, Bjorn Goop, but there's no stopping number 3, Volare Gar. Congratulations, Vim.
Thank you so much.
Second there was actually 4, Zodiac Danny Griff. Third, Night Hall, number 12. Top class filly, 6 years old, and already 7 million Swedish crowns in the bank account. That's something to have. I would rather marry Melby Free than keep my wife. I mean, my wife cost me, but Melby Free, what a... I love you, my wife. Anyway, you've all got to put up with me. I'm controversial, but even so, we're here to enjoy it, and that's what it's all about. And I can see my colleagues here wetting themselves. But as true as Bob, I would love a filly like that as a wife. 7 million, I wouldn't have to work. Anyway, we go now to the start of this first leg of the V75. Sit back and enjoy. Fasten your seat belts. We have them away for the first leg of the V75. Out of the blocks fast, double exposure. Örjan Kihlström, gubben i lådan, they call him in Swedish, which means jack in the box. And that's exactly what he is. He pops out where you never expect him. But look at double exposure. She's literally taken care of the lead very quickly. Tessedit, Carl-Johan Jeppsson right up there quickly. That's the danger to double exposure. But I really find it hard to believe unless double exposure is not well. And that's not what we're looking at. Who's going to lose this from that position. Double exposure in the lead. From on the outside, danger, Tessedit. Inside of that, we've got one Willow Pride, Mika Force, which remember Wim telling you about speaking to Mika Force. Don't forget what Wim tells you. And he's told you absolutely spot on. And here we are going down that far side, and trifectas and Quinellas looking like a round million. Second pair on the outside is Vivacious Alley with Johan Untersteiner. Behind that, number 3, I Love Paris. Inside of that, 9, Ultra Bright. Right at the back of the field, number 7 is Mel Be Free and 8, Zana B. So down that far side, they go through that first 1,000 in 1:10.1. And have a look at Örjan Kihlström, the great man sitting back in that sulky. I know he's had problems with his back, but I can tell you right now, double exposure is giving him a double treatment. He comes into the straight here now, and I love to say it, and I'm going to say it live. You can go to the payout, you. Are you listening down under? It's all over. The commentator is crowing early. It's for double exposure. Here comes my wife, 7, Mel Be Free. She'll have to take up the pudding in second place, but it's all over. It's double exposure. And that's Gardner Shaw. They continue down that far side, and here he comes. They've settled down a bit, and the great man Örjan Kihlström now drives up relentlessly 3 wide up on the outside. Looking out is Rick Ebbinger, a great driver as well. I think Rick hails from Holland. But at any rate, look at who's taken over. It's 8 Don Fanucci Zet. He's done what he's had to do. He's done it in grand style. They go through that first 500, 108.7, and that's not bad tempo, believe me. Behind that, 1 Velton Limelight. Further back there, you have first horse on the outside, 6 Gardner Shaw, followed by 4 Mr. Marvellous. Mr. Marvellous well placed there by Ulf Olsson, Ray Orlando stable. Let's have a look to my selection. He's way back in the field, and that's number 7 there, Vesterbro Poker Face, who's fifth pair on the outside there with Jorma Kontio. As they go into that final 1,000 now, and they go through the first 1,000 in 1:11.3. So these guys are motoring. Let me tell you, Don Fanucci Zet doesn't seem to be at all worried about the pace. Örjan Kihlström lying back in the sulky there. I think he's trying to just keep things calm at the moment, but they're still really travelling well. Out of the pack, Mr. Marvellous with Ulf Olsson in the stable current colours, going like an absolute bomb. We see further out there now, coming forward, the 2 horse, that's T-Rex Face with Tommy Kolstad. That's a bit of an upset outsider. Break at the moment for number 3, Enjoy the Game, Thomas Hubag, and now a little opening for 7, Vesterbro Poker Face, who's coming forward, but there's no ways they're going to catch this one. Don Fanucci Zet. Unfortunately, I have to eat the dust again here with Wim. He's beating the hell out of me in the tips. Anyway, 7-8, Don Fanucci Zet does what Wim said he would do. He comes down the straight here. It's a double exposure. But do have a look on the outside who's finishing well, like an absolute rocket, if it's not Vesterbro Poker Face, who's going to maybe snatch that 3rd position. No, I don't think so. But no doubt about the winner there. A walk in the park. Don Fanucci Zet. Örjan Kihlström takes a quick double.
3 Kogan. 1 Island Life, ny ledare.
Diskvalificerad nummer 6, Very Kronos, Erik Adielsson.
Där som tredje 9 han herre där i andra spår nu 7 Religious. Vi kommer upp till 500 med 5 Man at Work, ledningen 500 avverkade kilometer, tiden 09,1. Här kommer en bit ut i banan 11 Gigaro Am med snabba kliv. Tar platsen som första häst i andra spår, bjuder rygg till 7 Religious, tredje ytter 8 Commit Bombay. Bakom ledande 5 Man at Work, 1 Island Life, tredje inner 9 han här är invändigt som 4, 10 Pastor Power. 50 inner 12 Nicky Flax. Längre ner i andra spår 2 Prosperous. Där återfinner vi även 4 Wild Love. Upp till passeringen för 1000 meter. Vi har en kilometertid på 11,7. Med 5 Man at Work-ledningen. Ekipagen med ett drygt varv till mål på utsidan. 11 Vincero Gar. Paret bakom ett Island Life, 7 Religious, längre ner i andra spår, 8 Commit Bombay, 2 Prosperous. Där på inner 9 Hanhered, Pastor Power, Nicky Flanks längst bak, Wide Love, Kogan. 5 Man at Work, längden återfinner vi till utvändig 11 Vincerogar. Med i ledarryggen ett Island Life, vi har en liten lucka till i andra spår, varande 7 Religious. Med 500 meter till mål in i svängen anför det gör 5 Man at Work. 5 Man at Work utvändigt 11 Vincerogar. Med där som tredje ett Island Life en bit ner till övriga. De är här i utgången av svängen. På innen 5 Man at Work. 5 Man at Work andra 11 Vincerogar. Kontio har en lite lucka alltjämt med ledande 5 Man at Work. 5 Man at Work för 11 Vincerogar. Här med 100 till mål. 5 Man at Work fortsatt en bit bakom 11 Vincerogar. Kort bit kvar för Man at Work.
And we see an aerial view of the start. Just look at that glorious weather at Solvalla. And, you know, I think they've done fantastic that we can see racing like this. But don't you feel sorry that we don't have a crowd there? Steve, with that kind of weather.
It's really like this. It's
3.08 the odds on Caramel Hill. There's a caramel for you to swallow and suck. They're under orders, they turn to Infinite Night, makes a short break at the start, but Jürgen Westholm gets her back into style. Gorgeous LA getting away to a good start, and it is a restart, false start. I wonder if that could possibly be... And the field now circling at the start. 2 scratchings, 12 Shutter Island, 15 Millionaire. Number 10 Anthara B. Carl Johan Jefferson, the culprit for going too soon over the start line. So he's going to have to take it a little easier in the second attempt to get them away. 13 good fillies behind in the vault here with the circle. They turn. Break again for 2 Infinite Night, and Jürgen Westholm manages again to do the same trick and get it away. So good work there from Jürgen Westholm as we go to the front there with, it looks like Felicia Molina, number 4, and Stitch taking the lead from 1 Gorgeous LA. We've had in the meantime a break for the favourite. No, favourite's gone into 4th there. You can see Bjorn Goop in his blue with the gold helmet. Down the far side, 1 Gorgeous LA is in 2nd. 3rd is number 2, Infinite Night. It's number 3, Anna Bethel with Kim Eriksson that we lost at the start. In 4th, we have 6, Caramel Hill with 5, Waiting Hill Hall. Behind that, number 8, Sharp Dream. Inside of Sharp Dream, we have 13, Arbigan with Rika Svanstedt. Behind that, 7, Worth a Lot. As they go down that far side, and 3 fillies have still kept that 20-30 metre advantage, and the leader for Am Stitch, Felicia Merlin, heading affairs there. He's a 56-1 shot. Number 10, Anthara B has been disqualified with Carl Johan Jefferson further back in the field, as has 3 Anna Baffel. They come down the straight here now with the 4-horse and Stitch stitching along very nicely down that far side. Looks a bit like a sewing machine, but doing all well with Felicia Molina. Down the inside, number 1, Gorgeous LA is right up there with him. Now starting to ease up quickly is 6, Caramel Hill with Bjorn Goop, and just tracking him is there he is, Peter Ingves on the Petri Puro 8, Sharp Dream. Further back there we see 14, Indra Secret now being switched 3 wide. Per Lennartson now starting to make a forward move as they continue down that far side with 700 metres to go. 4, and Stitch is still going well, and she's got now soon on her side Caramel Hill is also doing very well on the outside there. Tucked in on the inside is 1, Gorgeous LA. Further back, second pair on the outside, 8, Sharp Dream, and behind that now 14, Indra Secret. A tough race, but she's a tough filly. She's coming up 3 wide down that far side, and Per Lennartson looks like he might have a difficulty trying to catch the leaders. As 4, and Stitch heads them into the straight here. He's a 56 to 1 shot. Björn Goop waiting patiently on 6, Caramel Hill now. Puts down the gas pedal, but right on the stand side, Peter Ingvar's coming forward with Sharp Dream. It's Sharp Dream, Caramel Hill. These two battling it out, but it's Caramel Hill that gives way. It's Sharp Dream that's going to win it, and wins it going away from number 6. And a really good win for the little man, Peter Ingvars.
Number 8, Sharp.
140 metres auto start, and we've got a crackingly good field here. Number 6 Van Gogh ZS is not the favourite. Number 5 Armour Horse from the Jerry Reardon stable now takes over favouritism as the car now accelerates, and we have them away in this 9th race. Fast out and very, very quick. We see number 6, that's Per Lennartson on Van Gogh ZS, and he's going straight to the front. On his outside, H. Lutton Nick is right there with Christopher Eriksson, who drives resolutely forward and takes over the lead from Van Gogh ZS. Further back on the inside, Master Blaster had no chance to blast to the lead, but now Erik Adielsson comes down the inside as on the outside 6, Van Gogh ZS now forces himself into the lead. There we have the colourful, the 7, the Gambler, Ludwig Colgjini. He's had his 2000th victory, or is he about to take it? We watch the colourful Colgjini up on the outside of 6, Van Gogh ZS. Ludwig Colgjini painting pictures there with Lennartson as they go into that far turn. 3rd horse, number 8, Lutton Nick. Way back is 1, Master Blaster. 2, Victory Club, Adrian Colgjini, son to the father there, is right up there with him. 2nd pair on the outer. Further back, number 9, Global Venture. Inside of that 1, Master Blaster. Behind that, number 3, GRSG's Wolverine. Right at the back of the field, number 11, King of Everything, with 12, Strong Heartbeat, beating hard at the back. They continue down this far side here. 5, Amoras. By the way, the favourite has been disqualified. 1, Master Blaster has been disqualified. So we have a race developing here in the front. A colourful picture with in the lead on the inside 6, Van Gogh ZS with Per Lennartson, Robert Bagg stable. On his outside 7, the Gambler. Right on the outside 10, Valiant Dream, and Mika Forsch. Here he comes, the Finnish driver. Now forcibly going forward now, challenging 6, Van Gogh ZS, and it's number 10, Valiant Dream, as now the plugs are pulled and Valiant Dream is sent for home. Out of the pack now, coming like a rocket, is Strong Heartbeat. He's coming with number 11, King of Everything. They go into the turn, it's 10, Valiant Dream. Have a look at the one I warned. King of Everything is flying behind that 12, Strong Heartbeat. They come for home. Is it finished, Valiant Dream? Is it King of Everything? Right on the outside, Strong Heartbeat breaks. They come for home now. It's a ding-dong battle. 10, Valiant Dream is crying for the line, but it's not going to come in time. King of Everything is closing as they get to the line. I give it to number 10, Valiant Dream from 11, King of Everything. Further back in 3rd, it looked to be Urian Schilström, who might have snatched 3rd there.
Klart. Ett. Två.
Vi har omstart, det är omstart. Kör till start.
Klart. Ett. Två. Kör.
Invändigt ett betting Rebel. Här kommer sen nu galopperande 6 Cobbys Nana som andra 5 personal goals. Galopp det hade vi för 3 Tangleface, galopp 12 Gareth Boko. Ett betting Rebel i ryggen 5.
Diskvalificerad nummer 3, Tengilface, Adrian Colgini.
Där i andra spår 6 Cobbys Nana, 2 Ivory di Quattro. Upp till 500 med ett betting Rebel i ledningen, kilometertiden 14,9. 6 Cobbys Nana på utsidan. Där bakom 5 personal goals, 2 Ivory di Quattro. Sedan som 3 andra spår 8 Chablis, fjärrytter 4 Attic Del. Med där som 3 på innen 7 Vadus Vaisas. 50 ytter 10 Viking Brodde, längre ner 9 Sir Henry P. Hill. Där finns på innen Hard Times i klungan, även Pacific Face, Moni Viking. Där bak även 13 Blir du Gers. Vi har en kilometertid på 13,9. 2 varv till mål. 6 Cobbys Nana med 2 Ivory di Quattro på utsidan. Nu som tredje ett betting Rebel. Sedan 5 personal goals på innerspår. 2 Ivory di Quattro, ny ledare med 1800 meter till mål i ryggen då. 6 Cobbys Nana. Sedan ett betting Rebel, 5 personal goals. I andra spår 8 Chablis, 4 Tick Del. Därefter i andra spår 10 Viking Brodde, 9 Sir Henry P. Hill. Provar en bit ut i banan, gör nu 11 Pacific Face. Med i klungan 15 Moni Viking, 13 Blir du Gers. Samtidigt som 4 Tick Del är på gång via tredje, tar nu plats i andra spår. Fortsatt i tredje 11 Pacific Face. 1300 meter till mål, anfar, gör 2 Ivory di Quattro. Med i ryggen 6 Cobbys Nana. Vi har där i tredje 11 Pacific Face, 10 Viking Brodde. Vi har travat 2000, gör det på kilometertiden 13,8. Harper Hanovers med kilometern till mål. Galopp 6 Cobbys Nana. Då har ledande 2 Ivory di Quattro, 11 Pacific Face på utsidan. Där bakom 4 Tick Del, nu i andra spår 10 Viking Brodde. Sedan en bit ner till övriga.
Diskvalificerad nummer 6, Cobbys Nana, Örjan Kihlström.
Viking. De är ute på långsidan, 2 Ivory di Quattro, 11 Pacific Face på utsidan. Här kommer i tredje 10 Viking Brodde. En bit ner i spåren även 15 Moni Viking. Dock en bit fram till ledande 2 Ivory di Quattro. Som drar undan där fram i ledningen, har för sin del 400 meter till mål. Upp som andra 15 Moni Viking, en bit ner i tredje även 13 Blir du Gers. De är i utgången av svängen. 2 Ivory di Quattro. Där bakom 15 Moni Viking. 2 Ivory di Quattro. 15 Moni Viking är i närkamp. 15 Moni Viking med ett litet övertag på Ivory di Quattro. Björn Goop, Harper, Hanovers till Moni Viking.
Vacular play, a lot of support for one Olé, Rickard Skoglund. And there we see those orange and red colours, Antonio Greppi from Italia, mamma mia. As the field now turning to the straight in Solvalla, the last race of a great afternoon's racing, and here they go. Fast out behind the gate, number 3 is Digital Lounge, who gets away to a cracking start on the inside. Further out here we see number 4, Gaisha Sisu, break quickly there for number 5, Athena Hammering. That's Marcus Lilius as they continue into that first turn, and the leader 3, Digital Lounge, heads affairs for Jorma Contio. Further back on the inside for Gaisha Sisu. Up on the outside, down the inside is one Olé with Rickard Skoglund. Here's Shapes with Björn Goof coming up to see if he can take another quick victory. He takes over the lead with 6 Shapes. They seem to be in good shape as they go down that far side. Digital Lounge just relaxing in behind. Further back is number 1 Olé, and they follow by 4 Gaisha Sisu. Right on the outside, Staro on the rocks, Erik Adielsson, Fröda Hamre Star coming forward on the outside. Staro on the rocks is getting ready to have a midnight cocktail. Right on the outside, Heckler play. Mamma mia, pizzeria. We have Andro Greppi, and he's taking over the lead and hopefully giving Italy a nice win today in the 12th race. They come up on the outside of 6 Shapes with Björn Goop controlling the race on the inside there in the lead. On the outside, Heckler play has come up and moved up very quickly. Tucked in behind the leader still there, 3 Digital Lounge, and outside of that, number 2 is Staro on the rocks. Further back on the inside, 1 Olé, and they followed by number 4, Gaisha Sisu. In behind that, number 9 is Gigaro Am, and 11 Class A. They continue down that far side, right at the back of the field, number 6. Number 7 it is, Jin Krupa, Kai Vidal. As they continue down that far side, 700 metres to go. They've gone through the first 1500 in 1:14, 1:15 tempo. On the outside there we see a strong position for 12 Vacular play, but Björn Goop seems to have the upper hand now with 6 Shapes. Further back on the inside, 2 Star on the rocks. Erik Adielsson isn't finished yet. On the outside of that, number 1 is Olé Olé. Further back, number 9, Gigaro Am, and Per Lennartsson, who's doing well there, 3 wide. They come into the turn now, and 6 Shapes has now taken over command. Right on the outside now, coming forward with a great run is 1 Olé Olé. It's Olé Olé Olé. Olé Olé Olé. Rickard Skoglund looking to take the last race, but he hasn't won it yet, because coming up on the outside is Per Lennartsson to finish the day. 916, and number 2 will be for 91624. But you managed to get a song out of me. And the field now for the very first leg of this great Sunday elite race racing day. We have the elite of the Northern Bred race. Favourite for Odd Herakles takes his place up behind the gate. We've got 10 top-class Northern Breds. Have a look at what's in front of you. It's like an hors d'oeuvre before the big race. Here we have the big race for the Northern Breds. The car now accelerates away, and very fast out is Vixus. The Finnish horse glides to the lead. On the outside, inside Norwegian Odd Herakles. He's right up there now, and he takes a leg from the inside. It's Odd Herakles. He's gone to the front. Right up on the outside there we have 6. Josvace, the finish, a very fast horse, but they have no chance with Odd Herakles. Odd Herakles, Tom Erik Solberg. Come on, Norway. I know the Swedes don't like to be beaten by you, but I'm shouting for you today. Odd Herakles takes the lead. 500 metres they're going. Have a look at that time. A couple of years ago, I can tell you what, they wouldn't believe their eyes. But here it is in that first 500, 1:17.7. So they're moving. 4, Odd Herakles in the lead on the inside, 2 Vixus. Outside of that, the other finish horse, Josvace. They've got behind them 1 Peden, stuck in on the inside. Outside of that, number 5, Tongue and Harp there. Bjorn Karlsson with that Swedish colours, the blue with a gold cross. And behind that, number 3, Polara. Yeah, Polara now starting to make his patented move on the outside. This is a strong finish horse. Won this race 3 years ago, and he's still going strong. Behind him 10. There's Morn Princeton, third pair on the outer. Is he going to have something to say? They go through the 1,000 in 1:22. It's Odd Herakles. Odd Herakles, Tom Erik Solberg. Come again, Norway, I say. Norway forever in the Northern Breeds. Look at Tom Erik Solberg. He's looking around. He really feels confident. Right on the outside, Polara. Absolutely fabulous race, 3 wide. But do they have a chance with Odd Herakles? I don't think so. As we come down the straight here, Elite Race Sunday, it's Odd Herakles. I'm starting to sing. Odd Herakles, you're the best at the moment. On the outside, finishing like a rocket. Here he comes, the Emperor's King, Morn Princeton. But it's Odd Herakles that wins it from number 10. Tongue and Harp gets up for third. There we are, Tom Erik Solberg, and as I say, what a great performance. He took the lead straight. Race here for you. Number 8, Diorima, a non-starter, and we have 9 fillies showing the way here today, and we have favourite 2, Sasha My Way. And the weather absolutely glorious, the conditions fantastic, as we now see this 9-strong field taking up their places behind the gate. Many of you are saying, I don't want to lose any money. Well, one, don't lose all money's the horse for you. The car now pulls away and fast out on the inside. Don't lose all money. Jimmy Oskarsson took it deliberately, rather slowly, right in those first few meters. But have a look how he surges forward on Don't Lose All Money. And I think the race is won here. 1, Don't Lose All Money takes the lead. Right on the outside, 5, Ghost in the Shell. Richard Skoglund is coming well. A break for number 2, Sasha My Way. So favourite's gone. And Don't Lose All Money is heading all the way down the straight here now. Jimmy Oskarsson must be very happy with the way things have panned out. 9, Gina Muris, Johan Untersteiner has managed to tuck in behind, followed by 5, Ghost in the Shell. They followed on the outside, 10, Golden Tricks, Urian Schielström, Daniel Redian, and they're coming up on the outside. And I see this is possibly the danger, but have a look at Tonique. There he is, Gold Tooth Lindblom, the man with a smile that shows a gold tooth. He's second pair on the outside, and he must be happy with that. At the back of the field, number 4, Amelie Griff with Bjorn Goop. We go down that far side, and Jimmy Oskarsson must be very, very confident. He's gone through that first 1,000 in 1:11.2. He's 3-4 lengths clear of the field. How much has he got left in the tank? 9, Eugene Amiras is doing well in second on the inside there. Outside of that, Golden Tricks, whose third race here in Sweden after coming from the United States, a top-class filly, and she's now starting to show her class by closing in on Jimmy Oskarsson and could be the big danger. As they come for a home now, we see 6, Tonique has got a bit of ground to make up. But the race is really between 10, Golden Tricks on the outside, now comes down the straight, and Urian Schielström is in a stride or two, taken over control. Right on the outside, we've got finishing well, number 6, Tonique. Orca Lindblom coming with a flyer, but it's 10, 1, 6, and 9. 10, 1, 6, 9. A great win there, Golden Tricks, Urian Schielström.
Örjan Kihlström
third pair on the outer. I know how good Erik Adielsson is, and even off Björn Goop's driven Equid through all his races and has to drive his own stable horse, Aramis Bar. Make no mistake about it, Erik Adielsson isn't a good replacement. He's equally, if not better. That says from me, Erik Adielsson. Hard to beat Björn Goop. Field now behind the gate here, all 10 of them ready for this great 3 or 4-year-old race, and the car now accelerates and we have them away. Osterk gets away with Josh Verbeek, but he's not fast enough. Clickbait climbs to the lead there. Stefan Melanders, Clickbait with Per Lennartsson. Have a look who's coming on the outside. If it's not, it's Ikoni D, and he's right up there on the outside. He's seen who's taken the lead, and he's going to come up, and I very much doubt whether Per Lennartsson is going to answer him. They come down the straight here now. Going to be interesting to see this first 500. You're watching your champion. You're watching Erik Adielsson, but even more, you're watching Ikoni D. Through that first 500, have a look at that. 107. That is the tempo, and it looks like he's walking in the park. On the outside too, Aramis Bar is right up there with them. Second pair on the outside 5, Ubiquarian Face. They've got inside of them number 1, Osterk, who didn't have a chance. Further back on the outside, there's 10, Ultion Face. Adrian Kilgini, very, very positive today. Here's 4, Admiral Loss. He's making an early rush for the front. As they come down the straight here now, Erik Adielsson looks out to see where the danger is. There is no danger, Erik. It's just a drive on. It's number 4, Admiral Loss, coming 3 wide, but look at Ikoni D. He's absolutely fabulous. On the outside, a great race from 4, Admiral Loss, who's the only one that seems to be able to give the favourite a match at the moment. Behind that we have number 3, Clickbait. What a great race from Melander's horse. They come down the straight here in Solvalla. You're watching a world beater. You're watching a horse that is the best. Ikoni D. He's holding out Admiral Loss, who's battling like a tiger, but they can't catch him. It's number 8, Ikoni D, that wins it from Admiral Loss, and 3, Clickbait. Take your hats off.
Oh my, number 8, Ikoni D, Erik Adielsson, 10.
And the field for the 3-year-old elite here, taking up their places. 1 million Swedish crowns to the winner. Favourite Hellbent for Am with the stable Karan colours there. The red with the gold horseshoe. Right on the inside, your commentator selection. 1 Philosopher. 2 Volare Gar there with Jorma Conchio right up there as well. The car now starts to accelerate down the straights here in Solvalla, and the question is, will Philosopher hold stride? At the moment he's doing so. Right on the outside, coming forward like a rocket, is Kim Eriksson on Nattorp Bull, who tries to take over the lead from Volare Gar, and Jorma Conchio, not the easiest man to pass. Break for 1 Philosopher, so sorry about that. Further out 3 wide, number 4 is Hellbent for Am. But as we continue down that far side, we have leader here 2, Volare Gar, with Jorma Conchio heading affairs from 6, Nattorp Bull. First horse up on the outside, a tough trip for number 4, Hellbent for Am, and third horse down the inside, number 9, is a Good Point, Tobin Jansson, Søren Norberg's stable companion. They continue down that far side with 2, Volare Gar, just gliding along in the lead. Now 4, Hellbent for Am, is hellbent on trying to take the lead. He comes forward nicely here with Urian Schellström. In his wake is Belsamin Font with Björn Goop, and behind that number 10, Bubble Efe, who we've heard a lot about. They come down the straight here now with 8, with the leader here heading affairs, number 2, Volare Gar. On the outside, the favourite Hellbent for Am. Hellbent for Am now really pushing hard on the outside. Jorma Conchio looks out at friend and colleague for Hellbent for Am's driver, Örjan Kihlström. Örjan Kihlström sits a length and a half behind on the outside. Tucked in on the inside 6, Nattopu, a rank outsider, followed by number 9, A Good Point. They followed on second pair on the outside 3, Belsom in front with Bjorn Goop as always in a good position. They followed in turn by 10, Bubble FM. Behind that 11, Florist also wanting to have a say in the decoration. They at the back of the field 12, Kate Baldwin. We continue down this far side. They've gone through the first 1500 in 1:12 tempo. On the inside there we have the leader to Volare Gar. Right on the outside now, Hellbent for Am is hellbent on trying to reel in Jorma Conchio. Jorma Conchio looks nervously to the right. He's got Örjan Kihlström on Hellbent for Am. Hellbent on trying to take over. They come into the straight and it's Volare Gar. On the outside, Hellbent for Am is coming with a great run. On the outside, it's that man Kihlström. Good in order. Call him what you like. He's the best darn driver in the world. 4, Hellbent for Am wins it from 2, Volare Gar. Third will be 6, Not Torpedo.
Hellbent for Am, Örjan Kihlström, Stefan Melander. He had such a tough race.
He did it. I'm surprised that they held
What
up.
a horse.
They did a very good race. Both of these horses did a tremendous good race, but
And the field now taking up their places behind the gate for this interesting 1640 meter auto start sprint. It's a great race for the youth drivers here in Sweden. The winner here getting that famous gold clock. That's something to be proud of, and many apprentice has really done all to catch the limelight. The gold clock is something special. And the field now 12 strong take up their places behind the gate. The car now accelerates and we have them away. We see that number 4, Chapeau, is away, but fastest out of all of them is Chapeau. Orca Lindblom Star is right there and has taken a commanding lead. Up on the outside 6, Lady Zappa. Star Magnus Hughes is right up there on the outside, followed by 2, Emilu with Emilia Leo, a top lady driver who's really made a name for herself in the last season or two. We come down the straight here now. We go through the first 500. In the lead is Chapeau. Anders Eriksson, he heads the field and looking very confident. On the outside, Harley D.E. with Lars Fredrik Koller comes up on the outside with the Fröda Hamra trained Harley D.E. We look to see where is Tabasco CD. There they are with the white and the black stripes. Third pair on the outer. They go down that far side. First 500 in 1:10.1. So pretty good tempos. They go down that side. But at the moment, Chapeau looks like a round million. From the back of the field, Matthews, 12, Anita Rock starts to come forward. Here's Tabasco 3 wide. But number 4, Chapeau, lengthens his stride and goes into that far turn, a length and a half clear. On the outside, Tabasco CD doing good work. 5, Harley D.E. right up there with him. But at the moment for me, it's 4, Chapeau. Start to watch out for Orca Lindblom's gold tooth in the winner's circle. Come on, Uncle Orca. You've got the winner in the gold clock here with Anders Eriksson. They come down the straight. Tabasco's fighting hard and coming closer with every stride. But as they get to the line, it's going to be 4. It's going to be Chapeau. It's Chapeau. Anders Eriksson wins it. Tabasco is second. What a great race. And I believe actually Magnus Hughes was third on Lady Zappa. But what a great performance there from Chapeau.
Départ imminent. La première des 2 batteries, c'est l'Elitloppet, sans public, mais avec des champions en piste et avec des entraîneurs qui ont fait de cette course un objectif. Alors que Disco Volante est nerveux là derrière l'autostart. Disco Volante un peu fâché au galop. Et son driver essaye de lui mettre le nez derrière l'autostart. Oh, Vivid Waisas ne colle pas la voiture. Disco Volante est au galop et Vivid Waisas part un peu en retrait. Earl Simon va lui profiter de tout ça pour peut-être se rabattre. Earl Simon qui est assez bien parti, mais on a fusé à la corde avec le très rapide Missolil. Oh, Vivid Waisas au galop. Vivid Waisas au galop, le numéro 1, le favori de cette batterie qui va perdre toute chance. Il est au galop, Biangouk n'a pas pu le remettre. Coup de théâtre d'entrée de jeu avec la disparition sur faute de Vivid Waisas. Earl Simon est parti magnifiquement, il a pris une place de choix, un Franck Ouvry très bien placé dans ce premier tournant dans le sillage de Looking Superb. Premier tournant, Missile Hill, petite bombe américaine, a pris la tête avec en deuxième position Chief Orlando, le numéro 5. Côté corde, Trot Sorbet, le numéro 2. Earl Simon est idéalement positionné sans faire trop d'efforts, il a pu se ranger derrière les premiers. Franck Ouvry donc bien placé pour passer bientôt devant le poteau d'arrivée. Il reste un tour à parcourir. $1 Million Rhyme est en 5e position, Looking Superb et lui à l'arrière en 6e position. On a perdu Disco Volante et surtout Vivid Waisas, donc il ne participera plus à l'arrivée. L'avant-dernier tournant de cette course, direction bientôt la ligne d'en face. On est pour l'instant à 50 km/h sur le pied d'une 12 environ, et c'est le cheval américain Missile Hill associé à Johan Untersteiner qui contrôle parfaitement l'épreuve. Dans son sillage il y a Sorbet, gros plan ici sur Earl Simon qui attend en bonne position dans le sillage de Chief Orlando. $1 Million Rhyme vient en 5e position, Looking Superb est 6e et dernier pour l'instant de cette première batterie. Direction le tournant final, on est toujours à un peu plus de 50 km/h, 53 km/h désormais pour Missile Hill qui tente de contrer le numéro 5 Chief Orlando avec tout près des premiers Sorbet, tout près également le français Earl Simon qui se décale, même Franck Ouvry qui ne va prendre aucun risque. Le but bien sûr c'est de se qualifier et si possible de jouer la victoire pour avoir ensuite un bon numéro. Direction la ligne droite finale, Missile Hill à la corde mais Earl Simon se rapproche bien. Earl Simon qui va se qualifier, va-t-il pouvoir gagner sa batterie? Peut-être, il vient dans une superbe action. Le cheval français entraîné par Yarmonis Kanen qui a pris l'avantage avec Franck Ouvry qui est en train de prendre le meilleur donc sur le numéro 4 Missile Hill et sur $1 Million Rhyme. C'est fait et c'est bien fait pour Earl Simon qui se qualifie et qui gagne sa batterie. Magnifique, Franck Ouvry qui découvrait la piste et qui gagne d'entrée de jeu. Bravo à lui, bravo à Earl Simon qui a été bon sans avoir donné l'impression de bien gagner. Racing Mange vient de bien gagner lui aussi. Il court déféré des 4 pieds comme Cockstyle, comme d'autres dans cette course et il va tenter de se qualifier. Make the Mark, le 7, a déçu mais il a fini 3e de l'Elitloppet l'an passé, de la finale de l'Elitloppet, et il compte se qualifier. Et enfin Propulsion, c'est l'interrogation mais c'est le champion, c'est la vedette au départ de cette course. Regardez d'ailleurs la réalisation suédoise qui fait un gros plan sur ce cheval d'origine américaine. De start accélère la deuxième batterie de l'Elitloppet après la victoire d'Earl Simon il y a 20 minutes. Elian Webb qui sprint comme d'habitude. Regardez ce sprint magnifique à la corde. Elian Webb et Diorma Contio qui va appliquer sa tactique préférée avec ce cheval, c'est-à-dire tête et corde aux fautes de Taekwondo. Taekwondo est au galop, Adrian Colgini ne peut pas le remettre et c'est la fin des illusions de la famille Colgini dans cette Elitloppet 2020. Ce ne sera pas pour cette année puisque Taekwondo a perdu toute chance sur faute. Premier tournant avec la tête et la corde pour le très rapide Elian Webb qui est dur à prendre dans cet exercice. Gabi Gelormini a très bien joué le coup aux commandes de Billy de Montfort. Il a pris le bon dos, ce lit d'Elian Webb qui va l'emmener certainement jusqu'au bout. Grosse accélération de propulsion qui est lancée par Ryan Kistrom. Ça va très vite devant les tribunes. On est environ à 54-55 km/h désormais. Une 6 pour le tempo et propulsion est contrée. C'est dur ce qu'il est en train de faire. Il est contré par Cockstyle, contré également par Elian Webb et il reste en épaisseur pour le moment. Billy de Montfort s'est décalé. Gabi Gelormini ne veut pas rester bloqué à la corde. Il a choisi de prendre le dos de Cockstyle et le pauvre Ryan Kistrom est mal embarqué désormais avec propulsion. Ça va être compliqué pour propulsion qui reste perché pour l'instant en 3e épaisseur. À la corde, Racing Man a pu se faufiler. Il est désormais dans le dos d'Elian Webb et on réaccélère dans la ligne d'en face. On en remet une petite banderie avec Cockstyle, avec propulsion qui reste toujours en épaisseur. Elian Webb qui ne lâche pas le morceau à la corde. On est toujours à 52-53 km/h sur le pied d'une 8 environ désormais pour aborder le tournant final. Elian Webb qui a l'avantage d'être à la corde. Cockstyle qui est à son extérieur. Racing Mange qui suit le mouvement à la corde. Propulsion, le pauvre qui a une course exécrable mais qui est toujours là en 3e épaisseur. Billy Montfort est sollicité, elle a du mal. Ça va être compliqué pour se qualifier pour la petite française. Billy Montfort en difficulté à l'entrée de la ligne droite. Elian Webb qui tente de repartir. Cockstyle qui vient lui prendre l'avantage et propulsion extraordinaire de courage qui va peut-être se qualifier pour la finale. Elian Webb qui plie au contraire de Cockstyle qui a pris seul l'avantage. Racing Mange va venir chercher la 2e place. Elian Webb est battu et c'est donc Cockstyle qui s'impose devant Racing Mange. Propulsion formidable de courage et tout de même 3e, il se qualifie. Eh bien, dites donc, quelle course, quel combat dans cette 2e batterie de l'Elitloppet. Quel combat et quelle victoire de Cockstyle à 2 le nez au vent en contrant propulsion qui sont placés.
Vi har 10 ekipage bakom startbilen Monté-eliten med 100 meter kvar.
Journée Balzac du Châtelet également qui va devoir rendre ce petit handicap. en sprint. Volcan de Bellande qui va être
Ekipagen,
pris de vitesse,
de
même
är
s'il est bien
iväg.
parti, on est parti
Utifrån
très fort au
öppnar
centre de
snabbt 7
Galactica avec le 2
Galactica.
également, Bonnie Celebrity qui est en train d'accélérer, mais
Invändigt
Galactica
ett
va plus vite que tout le monde.
Volcan
Il va passer en
de
tête avec
Bellande.
Eriksson qui prend
Men det är
l'avantage.
7 Galactica som tar hand om ledningen där bakom. Ett Volcan de Bellande, tredje 2 Bonnie Celebrity.
Déjà en deuxième position.
Bit ner till duon 3 Tobacco, 6 Rise Face. De är här i utgången av svängen. Han för, det gör 7 Galactica. I ryggen följer ett Volcan de Bellande där i andra spår. 6 Rise Face, 500 km-tiden. 09,5. Här kommer 9 Balzac du Châtelet.
Balzac du Châtelet qui attaque.
Ut på slutrundan där ledande 7 Galactica har 9 Balzac du Châtelet på utsidan. Där bakom ett Volcan de Bellande, 6 Rise Face. Med lucka till invändiga 2 Bonnie Celebrity på dennes utsidan. 3 Tobacco, därefter 4 Hambo-Transer. Längre ner 10 Sebastian Journey längst bak, 5 Vivier de Loanson, 8 Céline Palema. Anna Eriksson med Bergström tränat där fram ledningen, kilometertiden 10,4. 9 Balzac du Châtelet utvändigt mellan hästar, ett Volcan de Bellande med som fjärde 6 Rise Face, 7 Galactica, andra ett Volcan de Bellande med lucka till 6 Rise Face just nu tredje. De är här i utgången av svängen, det ledande 7 Galactica fortsatt har några längder till ett Volcan de Bellande. De är vid loppets början, anför det gör 7 Galactica. 7 Galactica, övriga motståndare en bit bakom, fram som andra 4 Hambo-Transer. 7 Galactica med snabba kliv, absolut den bästa farten, 4 Hambo-Transer, Michel
Galactica le 7 est deuxième, Rajos Face le 6 est troisième, Volcan de Bellande Las est quatrième.
Diskad 2
meter kvar till start. De är iväg. Invändigt ett Fascination, 2 Tai Sansa finns på utsidan. Längre ut banan 5 Raja Ravina. 1 Fascination, andra 2 Tai Sansa. Därefter 4 Chiara Siboko, 5 Raja Ravina. Vi har de här i utgången av svängen med 1 Fascination främst, 2 Tai Sansa utvändigt. Där bakom duon 4 Chiara Siboko, 5 Raja Ravina. Strax har vi avverkat 500 meter, då har vi ledarskifte upp till de första 500 kilometer tiden 08,5. Nu har 2 Tai Sansa ledningen. Tittar vi en bit ner, 2 i andra spår, 6 Sachet Kemp. 3 ytter, 7 Konark F Boko. Sedan följer som 4 på innern 9 Oblivion. Längre ner 10 Global Benchmark, längre ner 8 Global Broadcast, 3 Hazelnut Sisu. Rune Stoltzlopp med mindre än 800 meter till mål anför. Det gör 2 Tai Sansa i ryggen, 1 Fascination. I andra spår 5 Raja Ravina, 6 Sachet Kemp. Vi har nu avverkat 1 kilometer. Kilometertiden den är 11,8. På gång via tredje duon 6 Sachet Kemp, 7 Konark F Boko. Vi har dem här med mindre än 500 meter till mål. Man är inne i svängen. Där ledande 2 Tai Sansa har 6 Sachet Kemp på utsidan. Där bakom 1 Fascination, 7 Konark F Boko. Ekipagen, de är nu vid upploppets början. Invändigt 2 Tai Sansa. 2 Tai Sansa. Konkurrenter provar långt ut i banan. 9 Oblivion. Det är 9 Oblivion med bästa farten. Kort bit kvar till mål. Liljen och tränare Olsson. 9 Oblivion.
And we have the field now circling at the start. Third leg of the V4, lunch double 1, race 10. Remember, we're getting all closer to the great elite race, but now let's concentrate. First leg of the lunch double. We've got 15 starters. Favourite at the off at the moment appears to be 7, Exadovici. Away they go, and down the inside, Taste of Chocolatier gets away to a cracking start there. Further out, it looks to be number 3 there, Galantis and Urian Schilström in the turquoise. No, it's number 2, Lucky Base there. Hans Krebas gets a cracking start. He's followed by Taste of Chocolatier on the outside. Number 6 is Enriko Ha, and here's number 7, Exaudio Vici with Jorma Contio. We continue down. We see that number 12, Enzo Am, has also got away really well, and sitting third pair on the outside is number 13, Global Unspoked, comes up to join the leader on the outside. Lucky Base, Hans Krebas, hailing from Kalmar, great Holland edition here in Sweden. It's Hans Krebas heading affairs on 2, Lucky Base, 6, Enriko Ha and Björn Goop tucking in behind. Third horse down the inside there, we see number 13, Global Unspoked with Kim Eriksson getting a good trip, and outside of him 7, Exaudio Vici. Further back number 4, Jareth Boko, second pair on the outer. Here's Per Nilsson in the black and the gold on 12, Enzo Am. They followed further back down the inside, 1, Taste of Chocolatier, who has behind him 15, Harper Girl, who's now going to have a tough trip getting out from there. They've nevertheless got still 1,400 metres to go. Hans Krebas took the lead from the start and is going very easily in front at the moment. Björn Goop getting an absolute perfect trip with 6, Enriko Ha's tucked in behind on the inside. Further back number 13, Global Unspoked, up on the outside now taking closer order. Exaudio Vici now being forced to come forward with Jorma Contio wanting to get closer to attack. They go down that far side there now. On the outside also behind that is 4, Jareth Boko. Jareth Boko with Tobian Jonsson getting a cracking trip. Third pair on the outside. Your commentator selection, 12, Enzo Am, looking very dangerous. They go into the final 900. Still in the lead, Lucky Base with Hans Krebas. He's pulling hard and going well. On the outside, 7, Exaudio Vici starting to make a race of it. Down the inside, 6, Enriko Ha is trying to get out but not getting anywhere right now. Further back, number 4, Jareth Boko. 12, Enzo Am is dropping out at the back, but as they go into that final 500, it's a really great race here from 2, Lucky Base, the French driver, Hans Krebas. He's been in Sweden a long time, a great asset to Swedish racing. He heads the field going into that final 350. Lucky Base at the moment, he's the lucky one. Right on the outside, 13, Global Unspoked, coming with a good run after slipping out behind horses. They come down the straight and it's all over now. Here's Goop, 6, Enriko Ha. There's that man Goop, you just can't miss him. That's Björn Goop, who's absolutely got the race in his hands. He wins it going away. 6, Enriko Ha. You just watched a world champion driver.
Björn Goop trains and
Startbilen, den rullar. « 640 mètres à parcourir. Vous en avez l'habitude de ce parcours désormais. La 11e, juste avant la finale de l'Elitloppet.
Och ekipagen de 10 med 100 meter kvar till start.
Baron Gift, Fort Fountain Am évalué à recoller. Son 9 gold choisit son dos.
De är iväg.
Il s'élance.
Rapperar gör 6 Speedrace. Här kommer 3 Stepping Spaceboy.
Le numéro 1 au centre Fort
Fountain Am i ryggen. Ett Baron Gift utvändigt läge för 4 Dream. Där bakom i andra spår 2 For Fountain Am, 10 Son of God, 3 vinner 9 Velweight med 3 Stepping Spaceboy främst ur svängen upp till de första 5. Har 4 Dream på utsidan, 500 kilometer tiden 10,5 i ledarryggen. Ett Baron Gift, 3 vinner 9 Velweight. Utvändigt som 2 For Fountain Am, 3 rytter, 10 Son of God. 4 i andra spår, 7 Sir Ratseput som är där på innerspår, 5 Melbydrak längst bak, 8 Thankful. Ekipagen de har 800 meter till mål strax ut på långsidan. 3 Stepping Space Boy, utvändigt 4 Dreamocon, där bakom ett Barongift, 2 för Fantoman, upp till passeringen för 1000 meter, kilometertiden med 3 Stepping Space Boy främst, 12,1 med ett drygt halvvarv till mål in i svängen, 3 Stepping Space Boy, 4 Dreamocon utvändigt, utan lucka fritt spelrum, ett Barongift, lite lucka har vi till 2 för Fantoman som just nu är fjärde. De här är utgången av svängen, invändigt 3 Stepping Space Boy, utvändigt 4 Dreamocon, 3 Stepping Space Boy, 4 Dreamocon på utsidan, där 100 till mål, 3 Stepping Space Boy, knappt före 4 Dreamocon, 3 Stepping Space Boy.
Forfanton Am est 3e, la 4e place pour Barongift. 1609 mètres à parcourir pour la course la plus importante de l'année en Suède, l'Elitloppet. Earl Simon au couloir 2 pour la France, le favori. Casaque jaune à son extérieur, Cockstyle. Le numéro 3, l'autre favori avec propulsion qui est lui au couloir numéro 6. La voiture accélère. Et c'est parti pour cette Elitloppet 2020 avec le français Earl Simon qui est bien parti. Très bon départ aussi pour la petite bombe américaine Missile Hill qui va prendre la tête. Racing Mange a gardé sa place, qui fait que Franck Ouvry doit reprendre Earl Simon pour essayer de trouver un dos, même s'il va finalement venir le nez au vent. On est parti à toute allure, hein. Ils étaient quasiment à 60 km/h au moment du départ. On reprend désormais, on est passé sous les 50 km/h et on reprend beaucoup même sous l'impulsion de Missile Hill. Earl Simon va devoir faire le travail certainement à 2, le nez au vent. Il en est peut-être capable toutefois et on reprend beaucoup. C'est très tactique dans la ligne droite des tribunes. Missile Hill tête et corde, Racing Mange à son extérieur, ou en tout cas en 2e position, qui se décale désormais. En 3e position il y a le français Earl Simon, alors qu'on est désormais à un tour de l'arrivée. Racing Mange s'est décalé, ce qui fait les affaires d'Earl Simon. Franck Ouvry doit tout de même bien le recadencer là dans le dos des premiers. Il est bien placé, hein, désormais bien caché derrière Racing Mange, qui a fait le choix donc de venir à l'extérieur de Missile Hill. Attention à $1 Million Rhyme qui a trouvé une place à la corde, qui est 4e pour l'instant. Et voilà peut-être la première attaque, celle de Cockstyle qui est en train de se décaler en épaisseur. La ligne d'en face, on va réaccélérer. Cockstyle qui vient fort, Earl Simon qui garde sa place au centre. Avec également en tête Racing Man. Ça y est, on repart de plus en plus vite. On est à 55 km/h dans la ligne d'en face, sur le pied d'une 5 et fraction. Ça va à toute allure désormais. Racing Man qui contre pour l'instant les attaques et qui est toujours à l'extérieur de Missile Hill. Earl Simon a pu garder sa place, qui est une très bonne chose, alors qu'à l'extérieur Cockstyle se retrouve un peu en épaisseur. Il a du mal à contourner les premiers. Ça va pas mal pour le français Earl Simon qui va tenter de se décaler pour sortir bientôt du tournant final. Racing Man, Earl Simon dans son dos, $1 Million Rhyme qui est bloqué, Missile Hill qui est toujours là, la ligne droite finale, Missile Hill qui a l'avantage, Racing Match qui est toujours 2e, Earl Simon qui a un peu de mal à réaccélérer, qui a du mal surtout à trouver le passage, mais qui est toujours là, rien n'est joué. Et puis Propulsion qui tient peut-être sa grande victoire. Oui, c'est le jour de gloire de Propulsion, il a mérité tant cette grande victoire. Bravo Propulsion, Daniel Reden et Örjan Kihlström qui enfin triomphe dans l'Elitloppet. Ah, c'est gagné, c'était cette année, mais quel numéro il a fait Propulsion, incroyable ce qu'il a fait 3 heures après sa batterie, qui avait été une course très éprouvante. Ah, c'est l'œuvre d'un grand cheval, d'un cheval très dur à l'effort. Ah, c'est à peine croyable, hein, de le voir gagner comme ça après ce qu'on a vu dans la batterie, ce parcours en 3e épaisseur, le nez au vent.
Ah, des frissons, hein, Anthony.
Magnifique, hein. Il a surgi à mi-ligne droite et il les a laissés sur place. Örjan Kihlström qui remporte un 4e Elitloppet, l'homme des grands rendez-vous.